Hey everyone, it's me Gavin and welcome back to the channel. Today we are finally continuing our journey in Girls Frontline 2 EXILIUM. We're going to be taking down Chapter 3 of the campaign. Yeah, I know, I'm still on Chapter 3 because of how long I've been putting off playing through this. Wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to continue the playthrough, but I am getting sick of just logging in every single day and spending all of my all of my stamina, my intelligence puzzle supplements, and then literally doing nothing else and not making any progress. So I am going to share today with you guys my playthrough Chapter 3. I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to the reactions to the story content and everything. I'm not really sure what I'm going to see here. I haven't been spoiled by like literally anything, which is fantastic, but I've got some catching up to do. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Whew, dude, it has been a while. We are back. There it is, campaign mode right there. We are going into Lacuna Rectification, okay? Chapter 3. Again, yeah, I know, Chapter 3. I'm severely overleveled because I've been playing every single day since the game's launch. And I got a feeling I'm probably gonna wipe a lot of this stuff out real fast, but let's get into some story content first, right? Let's see what's going on here. Get caught up a little bit, get back up to speed. That concludes my report. A full report will be sent to everyone's terminal in a minute. Vehicle standing by in low power mode. Security system is activated. It's gone? It's gone. That big guy just went whoosh and vanished without a trace, just like that. We have surveyed the surrounding area on our way back. There were no unusual readings where the Boojum had disappeared. There was something unusual though, leader. So we still don't really know if we can trust Kulfin at this moment, right? Don't just ignore me, leader. This is a report about our battle at Port Vest, Kulfin. Yeah, but there really was something unusual. What do you mean? I don't know, possibly a girl just appearing out of a box, right? And literally like annihilating everything in the vicinity? Maybe? There was this patch of grass on the ground that looked no different from a collapsed epiphyllum outside at blooming season. There were no other epiphyllums around it though, but that was hardly unusual. Sparse distribution of collapsed epiphyllums may have something to do with the terrain. Seems to be the norm at Port Vest. Fusion, devouring, and burning. Baseless life. It's the Boojum? Tiny seeds of life, scattered, twisted, fading into the distance. Never thought you'd be uncertain about anything, Nemesis. She says there may be some kind of connection between the Boojum and the patch of grass. Something about a change in its homeostatic mechanisms? Wow, a change in homeostatic mechanisms. So, it could be a breakdown of its biological negative feedback system caused by the collapsed radiation level. Can the Boojum transform from animal to plant form because of this breakdown of biological negative feedback system caused by the collapsed radiation level? Hybrid-type Boojums are extremely rare. Without sufficient records or data for analysis, I'm not too sure either. It was pure conjecture. You actually remembered that long string of technobabble that I just spouted. It makes me really happy. If you have any more information to add, please include it in the mission report. File number 20740504A. Okay, no problem, leader. A hybrid-type Boojum. We'll leave this troublesome matter to our esteemed warrant officer Vladimir and his subordinates. In any case, you managed to return safely with our precious mission objective. Which brings us to the box. It does contain a girl. Also, the box can transform into spheres with offensive capabilities. They made short work of the Variager's impressive-looking mech. Spheres. But the box looks exactly the same as it has always done. After defeating the Variager's mech, the spheres that aided in our attack turned back into a box. The girl was also stored inside the box once more. It's almost like the box is the girl's storage container. Locking up a girl in a box feels kinda naughty. Is that all true? The collapse storm had already died down back then. My vision was not affected. The girl inside the box, the transformation of the box, and how it reverted to its initial state. It's all true. Listening to everyone's description of the box and its transformation, I have a vague guess. Don't tell me. Mailing has news. I thought she's scanning for collapse radiation on the surface of the box and cleaning it up. Mailing reports that she can't decontaminate the box as it is vibrating continuously. Krolik, Nemesis, and Kolfin, stay here. Groza, come with me. Sure. But I also want to come. Kolfin, I've already told you, you don't have to talk like this. Or did something happen between you and Groza at Port Vest? Oh? Did I do something wrong? I just want to stay close to leader Groza. Groza? There's been some minor issues. I will resolve them, Commander. Groza's tone is very firm, so I simply nod in response. Good. Come along then, Kolfin. Wow! Thank you, Commander! Let's go, leader! Central Hub. Mailing is trying desperately to place the box into the scanner. The box jiggles violently from time to time, refusing to let Mailing attach the scanner's mechanical arm to its surface. Mailing? Commander? You... what's got you in such a state? Is the decontamination that difficult? Commander? Mailing, what's wrong? We've lost contact with everyone for so long, and a hybrid-type boojum appeared. I'm so glad everyone is okay. And stop crying. Your leader Groza is standing right here in front of you, all safe and sound. She just gave you a bit of maintenance work to do, no? Commander! I raise a hand up to my face and make a zipping gesture. Mailing? I, as well as everyone here, are all fine. Everything is going just fine, Mailing. I know, but I just... Mailing is so adorable. There. Have some head pats. Stop crying, okay? Kolfin? You're also okay. Thank goodness. Of course I'm okay. Sorry for making you worry. Now, stop crying, or the commander will also worry about you, okay? A lot of crying going on here is all I'm saying, right? As Mailing continues to weep, the box, which has ceased moving momentarily, resumes its jiggling. Mailing, you're going to scare the box if you don't stop crying. See how it's shuddering? No, I've been trying, but it just keeps doing that. Every time I try to secure it on the scanner, it would twitch, and then the scan would fail. How mischievous. If I'm not mistaken... Well, it seems like we got a little trick up our sleeve, and we know how to activate the box. Well then. Okay, I don't know if she was just like being defensive, or maybe she thought she was like under attack or in harm's way or something. But it seems like she kind of stopped herself there, right? She recognizes that we're friendlies. Interesting. Yes, you. Behind Blondie. Blondie? Hearing the strange name, Colfin stifles a laugh and shoots a glance at the vigilant Groza. Wow! How could you address leader Groza so rudely? Pinky, Pinky! Pinky? Colfin, stay alert. Relax, leader. I'll take care of Mailing. The girl standing before us doesn't seem at all angry at Colfin's provocation. She frowns and points at herself earnestly. Pinky? Me? Pinky! Pinky! Oh! Pinky! Quiet. Alright, leader. Blondie. Snappy. Hold on. Are you asking who I am? I walk up from behind Groza. Catching sight of me, the girl tenses up again warily. Spheres spin, and their muzzle once again point towards us. No move! Okay. You. Who? You opened! I am Vengeance, owner of this vehicle known as the Elmo, and the commander of Groza. That's the one you just referred to as Blondie. And mine! Colfin, please drop that tone. Is it too high-pitched? Is that bothering you? But I really am so happy. Elmo. Colfin. Groza? Blondie? Commander. Not teacher? Commander? I don't like being called teacher. I prefer commander. Ugh. The girl points at Colfin. Colfin! Then she points at me and Groza. Blondie, Groza, Elmo, Commander! The Elmo, that's the name of this vehicle. It's not a nickname like Blonde. The girl gradually relaxes as the conversation continues. The three spheres are still hovering around her, but the firing ports have closed, and they show no signs of aggression. The threat has subsided, but Mailing still huddles at the back of the group. Groza lowers her gun slightly, and Colfin tries to approach the girl. These spheres... Colfin, stay back! Watch it. Girl is spooked. She jumps back. The three spheres are once again on the attack mode and aiming straight at us. Colfin freezes in her tracks, while Groza raises her weapon instantly. The girl watches us cautiously and tries to communicate. Not teacher. Commander. Commander? Teacher? Just commander. 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 Commander can open? Open? If you're asking if I opened what used to be a box but are now spheres pointing their muzzles at me, then yes, I did. You may want to try to speak to her a little bit more simplistic, possibly. My own opinion. Opened? How? I don't know. You put your freaking hand in the box, dude. That's all you gotta say. Just put your hand on it. I've seen a storage container of the same kind before. It behaved quite similarly when opened, but it looked totally different. I didn't expect I could open this box in the same way. Even my handprint happened to be its key. Commander, it couldn't have been a coincidence. The tech may not be particularly advanced, but this kind of equipment would only react to very specific biodata. If you can open it, then maybe, no, that can't be. It's... Your handprint may have been imported as the key to open the box. Yes, that's probably it. Wow! Aren't you something, Commander? The fact that the contract came to you really means someone's got their eye on you, Commander. Why do I feel like Kolfien's a spy? Like, a really, like, bad person. Like, I feel like she's spying on us, possibly under the employ of the Variegers? Maybe? Someone like you. You're not wrong. The girl seems a little disgruntled for being ignored. She directs the spheres to change position and aim at me. Groza's grip on her gun tightens as I come under threat. To the side, Kolfien also stares at the girl in silence. You, Commander, I asked. Open. How? I told you. I don't know how I managed to open the box, but we may be able to learn more by scanning these spheres around you. Scan? Scan. I understand. Commander Commander? Lab. Where? Lab? We're just scanning the spheres. We don't need a lab. We can do it right here. Mailing? I'll go get the equipment. Oh, basic function calibration test. You seem to know a lot about scan and labs. Commander doesn't? Ordinary people don't tend to be too familiar with such things. Mailing knows. Mailing isn't ordinary. Commander, I heard that! I mean, no offense. Mailing, please perform the scan. You... Pinky. Miss Pinky, could you please gather these spheres so that Mailing can run a scan? Mailing, test. Oh! Miss Pinky, please have the spheres hover at about a meter above the floor, just in front of me. Mailing puts down her instruments and assembles them into a cylindrical device. The girl cooperates and the spheres drift into the device one by one. Spatial scan completed. Subject is within scan parameters. Attempting to analyze the subject's composition. Analysis completed. Main composition includes 19% chromium, 9% manganese, 5% nickel. Attempting to secure subject. Subject secured. Importing data. Synchronizing. Confirming function. Accessing. Scan? Unsuccessful. Access denied. Spooked by the alarm, the girl immediately moves the spheres out of the scanning device. They orbit around the girl, but this time they show no sign of wanting to shoot us. Unsuccessful? Failed? Maybe we need higher clearance. It's possible. I may need my SVT C-type scanner. But where did I put it again? The dormitory? Or in the storeroom? If all you need is access clearance, I can give it a shot, Commander. Mailing, just look for the scanner and archive it the next time you do an inventory check on our equipment. Planning to connect to the data stream through neural projection on level 2? Yes. Alright, just be careful. Kolfien, inform Nemesis and Krolik. Tell them to give Groza a hand. No problem. More tests? Please cooperate. The timid girl blinks. Then, after coming to some unknown realization, she smiles again. Okay. Alright, we've got some progress. Seems like Pinky is willing to work with us at least, right? So that's nice. Seems like she's very interested in the whole, like, scans and testings, or maybe she's just used to it, possibly. Maybe she's familiar with being tested or experimented on, possibly. It's hard to say. We know that she's very powerful, and she's definitely a weapon. So We'll have to wait and see, I guess, as the story unveils itself to us. Alright, what do we have next? Looks like the firewall on this device is weak. We can breach it. Commander, we've successfully connected to level 2. Current infiltration process has been visually simulated. The enemy units on the battlefield represent the defense programs we need to break through. Next, we need to eliminate them to gain system permissions. Commander, please give the order. Alright, cool. I'm not really sure if I want to use my actual, units that I do have leveled. Because, again, they are very powerful. But for the sake of progressing this, I will. I'm just going to skip ahead from here onto the next story segment so that we can keep the reading and everything going, right? And then we will uncover the story, and you guys will get my authentic reactions to everything, alright? So, let's continue on right now. In the ops room, Kralik is standing near the main terminal, staring at the projection screen in boredom. Hearing the whoosh of the sliding door, she turns around to look at us. Oh, Commander. What? Where did this pinky come from? Large clouds, answering the call. I wasn't talking to you. Return, change, creatures of all epics. I told you, I wasn't talking to you. Do I ever call you Pinky? Do you even answer to that? Pinky! Pinky! Me! Kralik, Nemesis, this is our mission objective. The girl inside the box. So where's her shape-shifting box that shoots people? It's with Mailing. She's trying to scan it. Once the scan is completed, she will submit a report. Funny. Snappy. Huh? The girl draws back in fear. Kolfing jumps forward and hugs the girl. She pats her on the back and tries to soothe her. Don't be scared. Kralik may look scary, but she's a lovely person. That's none of your business. Kralik? Lovely person. Need to go back, Commander. Mailing's scan will take some time. The spheres will be returned to you once the scan is done. Miss Pinky, do you want to withdraw back into your box? Like a tortoise? But even if you do, the danger won't just disappear on its own, you know? Tortoise! Yep. Tortoise? What? Huh? What's a tortoise? Tortoise. Tortoise is kind of, egg-laying reptile with a hard shell. They tend to retract their limbs into their shell when in danger. Me! Hi. You're not a tortoise. I forgot to ask. What is your name? Name. How would you like to be addressed? Pink? That's not your name either. Name. Cannot recall. Helena 043, or is it 043? This identification number that needs to be decoded twice is engraved all over the data stream inside the spheres, Commander. The sliding door opens and Mailing walks into the ops room. The spheres follow behind her and drift over to the girl. Ignoring the spheres, the girl suddenly grows agitated. Not 043. Name. My name is not 043. Sensing her agitation, the spheres stop their transformation and once again train their muzzles on me. Groza and Kralik immediately position themselves between me and the girl. Nemesis also comes forward. Kolfing, on the other hand, remains still and simply observes. Very interesting. So this definitely indicates to us that she's been subject of a lot of experiments, and maybe that was what she was referred to in those experiments, so maybe that kind of makes her a little bit mad, right? Commander. Wait, let's hear her out. I don't know. 043. No. I think it's O. Pretty sure that's what the voice is saying. What if we call you Helena? Helena? Helena. Helena. My name. Helena? Take her somewhere where she can get some rest, Colfine. No problem, Commander. Come, let's make sure you get some rest. It's a good idea to let your body relax. Come with me. Helena? Rest. Ignoring the spheres that are now aimed at her, Colfine pats Helena lightly on the back. That's right. Come on. The dorm is right this way. You can take your spheres, but they need to turn back into a box. But can't pick up. Those spheres are a threat. If you insist on keeping them in an armed state, you can't take them with you. No threat. I just... Special circumstances. Or here's an alternative. Let Mailing overwrite their IFF system. You can keep these spheres and have them take whatever shape you want if they no longer perceive people on board this vehicle as foes. Yes. Commander? Okay. Additional test. I accept. Helena's change seems rather abrupt. After watching her carefully, I nod. Once Mailing is done calibrating the spheres, they will be returned to you. Colfine? Gotcha. Helena, there's tasty food and fun games at the dormitory. Colfine guides Helena, who is still eyeing her spheres anxiously, towards the exit. The sliding door opens and Helena is escorted to the ops room. Colfine, on a full scan on her. I'll make sure to do what you asked me to. I'm so very happy that I get to stay here with you, Mailing, and everyone else. So, Commander, if you find anything important from the scan, make sure to tell me as well, okay? Dude, she's so obviously, like, just spying on us and trying to relay all the information to somebody else, right? It's not a good habit to hide information. We'll be fighting as a team after all. Super sketchy. Colfine? Groza will fill you in. Sorry to trouble you, Leader Groza. Sure. Colfine smiles and also leaves the ops room. Leader, is everything alright with you? Yes. Sorry about that, Commander. Did you have a disagreement at Port Vest? Just a difference of opinion. When we were faced with the hybrid-type Bujum, things got desperate. She insisted on leaving Kralik behind and retreating. What's the timestamp on the mission report? Around 1930. I accessed the mission report that Groza has submitted previously on my tablet. 1930. Based on the circumstances described in your report, her suggestion actually made more sense. Groza stares into space without looking at me, then lowers her eyes. And she returned at 1954 and succeeded in drawing the Bujum's attention by detonating the explosives left at points B1 and B2, buying us a small amount of time to move. The Bujum vanished at 1957. Silence amidst the waves. A distant light breathe in evergreen laurel. Nemesis says that if it hadn't been for the explosions that drew the thing's attention, everyone's body would have been a write-off. If that thing hadn't disappeared on its own, I really wouldn't have lasted until you got to me. You were also in such dire straits, huh, Leader? Destruction. The unreachable abyss. Who are you calling useless? It would have been game over for you as well, and you were with leader. Grows up? I don't know how you're planning to resolve your differences, but do. Make an effort when you share the scan result with Kolfine, okay? I will. Groza stands rooted in the spot, her face calm and serene. Nemesis and Kralik are still bickering in the back. The atmosphere is rather tense and uneasy for a moment. Commander, my report... Mailing, report your findings. Okay. After checking the report in her hands one last time, Mailing comes forward. She walks up to the main terminal and plugs her tablet into the Elmo system. The report is projected onto the screen. I'm bumbling over my words. Okay. Although we've managed to obtain access clearance, most of the data in the spheres, the box's internal system, have already been purged. I've tried to restore the data, but not much information can be gleaned from what survived. I performed a comprehensive analysis on the box sphere transfiguration mechanism. This box is a system of defense that works in conjunction with its contents. It's just that the contents of the box, meaning Miss Helena, she's self-aware, so on top of the basic IFF system, the box also acts on Miss Helena's thoughts. Nemesis falls silent, ending the back and forth between her and Kralik. Kralik also redirects her attention to Mailing's report. In other words, Pinky. Okay. Helena will make those balls shoot at whoever she perceives to be a threat. Yes. When the box receives no input from Miss Helena, that is, if she is unconscious or in a confused state, the defense system will automatically attack any threats that approach the box, meaning Miss Helena. I've run a few simulations to test out the system. The working hypothesis is that any doll with a fire control core and anyone wielding a hot weapon will be designated as a threat, and the defense system will react accordingly. Which brings us to the special signal that Leader Groza discovered before. This defense system will generate a special frequency band to scan and monitor the status of its contents when it is in the box form running on low power mode. When operating on high power mode, in sphere form, it will release a high frequency band when attacking, blocking all communication within a certain range. Is it possible to reprogram the IFF system and install a signal jammer? Yes, but it will take some time. Anything else to report? Not exactly, Commander. This defense system is extremely technologically advanced, more advanced than even the regional radiation warning system popularized in green zones last year. We may be up against someone who's big trouble. No matter who they are, the contract is now in my hands, and the cargo has been unsealed. Even if I back out now, they won't necessarily let me off the hook. Groza, who has been silently listening to the report on the side, walks up to Mei Ling. She helps Mei Ling unplug her tablet from the main terminal and transfers the report to her own tablet. Oh, Leader, I'm going to send the report to you right away. Mei Ling, we're all here, and now that we have new members joining us, we will be able to complete this job. Right, I believe in you all. Oh right, Commander, I found a thin, airtight tube hidden inside this defense system. It's now empty, but it looks like it had previously contained some kind of liquid. I've made multiple attempts to cut through it and extract some residue, but they were all unsuccessful. It's probably some really nasty chemical. It's not nasty at all. It's just anesthetic. But comforting an anxious child is so much trouble. Still, I did complete the scan on her, Commander. Thank you. So, what is the extent of Helena's eyelid infection? She is completely infection-free. The anesthetic has been keeping her unconscious for a very long time, so she only woke up not long ago. But, according to the scan result, Miss Helena is totally healthy human being. Human being? A fully immune individual. That's the strongest possibility by the looks of it. What's a fully immune individual? A human who's completely immune to collapse radiation. Research in this field began some 20 years ago. But, have they already succeeded in creating a fully immune specimen? Yes. Or, could it be? The transfiguration tech of the box may be theirs, but something like a fully immune individual. Huh? Yes? Or, what on earth are you talking about, Commander? I'm not entirely sure either, but based on the fact that the anesthetic has run out, I'm guessing our current course is outside the client's anticipated plan as well. Once we reach a safe location, we'll contact the client who made this commission and see if we can find out more. Should we return to Purification Zone W20690105? That is indeed pretty safe, but who knows what other surprises my dear warrant officer Vladimir has in store for me. I don't want to repeat Port Vest all over again. I just hope the elids over there will stay put. A large number of elids approaching, threat level plus 3. They must have started congregating at Port Vest due to the emergence of the hybrid-type Boojum. Now that the Boojum has disappeared, they're spilling out of the nearby areas. Prepare to engage. Mailing, send Vladimir a message. Tell him not to go running around for a while. Okay. All combat units. Battle will commence in 10 minutes. Well, just had to go and open our mouths, didn't we? That's just how it goes, I guess. Oof. Dude, there's always like some sort of like confrontation waiting around each and every single corner, right? These damn elids, can't they give us a break? Why are we stopping? Can't we just drive over them? The commander has given the order. We need to carry it out. Got it, leader. Leave it to me! Kralik, let me ask you quietly. Does the commander have some savior complex they need to sort out by eliminating elids for free? Of course not. Crystal on the elids can be sold to underground brokers at high price. That's what the commander, or why the commander... Kralik, focus on the mission. Stop, giving away all of the info, right? The important info. Yes, the crystals are just a bonus. It's mainly because the commander is so dedicated and caring. I understand now. Well, cat's out of the bag, right? Our current speed is 90 kilometers an hour. Distance from the purification zone, 11.83 kilometers. Vehicle operating at optimal level. Find a suitable place where we can stop and catch a breather. Then we'll contact Brief and ask about the job. Environmental data reading complete. Vehicle monitor now activated. Cross-referencing data to find terrain features that can provide concealment. We've been fighting and fighting and fighting. Ever since we picked up this job, it's just been fight after fight. We may have more of that later. While we're relatively safe, you should all get some rest after your repairs. We aren't out of the woods yet, Commander. I didn't say relatively. It won't take you long to get here from the dormitory if danger does arise. Aren't you a bit too on edge lately, Groza? Too on edge? Commander, have I made any blunders lately? Oh, have you talked things out with Golfine? We have been preoccupied with battle, or with combat duties, I guess the same thing, right? The whole time. I haven't even gotten around to mailings, or to share mailing's findings with her. You know, that's not what I'm asking. I will resolve the issue. Don't worry, Commander. Alright. Any response from Vladimir? Mr. Vladimir has sent a reply. Many thanks. Once I know where my new posting is, I hope the great bounty hunter registered with Brief will keep, being my troubleshooter. This bastard. We've received another new message from the branch of Brief that we're registered with, promoting an event where attendees will be generously rewarded. Their events are always a waste of time, and they have the nerve to promise generous rewards? Delete the message. No, wait. How are we doing with supplies? Oh, we've already used up about 53% of the ammunition that we obtained from Mr. Vladimir. Great! What are the rewards? There are many kinds. Depending on the attendees' combat performance, they will be given rewards on different tiers, one of them being version 4.0 NI plugins. 4.0? They're that generous? Send them a reply. Confirm attendance. Understood. It's gotta be dangerous if that's the case. That's all I'm saying. Gotta be dangerous. Big rewards, big dangers. Kralik, just between us. Do you know Leader well? Huh? Why are you asking? She's always inquiring about stuff. That's something that I should point out. Look, even the Variagers and Elids can coexist peacefully. I thought. Trying to get on Leader's good side? Instead of thinking about pointless things, how about getting rid of these pests? Maybe Leader will think more highly of you. Dude, she's letting her have it. Whoosh! Elids again. So boring. Hey Nemesis, want to compete to see who takes out more Elids? The flames, dissipating from the clouds, darkening the land. Your shooting is nothing compared to my blade. The destined path deviates from the origin. Ha! You're you're the one who picked the wrong weapon. Fighting with a blade is the epitome of romance. Don't you get it? Commander, conversations between Kralik and Nemesis are really hard to follow. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I'll get used to it. You definitely won't get used to it. Nice to see a little bit of the banter and the bickering between them, though, right? It's a little bit of the character moments, the character interactions that we appreciate. Our supplies in the storeroom are being inventoried. Estimated time of completion in 18 minutes. Confirm our distance from the purification zone. Our straight line distance from purification zone W20690781 is 10.39 kilometers. Stop the vehicle. Vector engines are on standby. Security system activated. According to Mailing's inventory report, we have a healthy reserve for most basic supplies, but we are still running low on SST model bodies. We've already used up our funds for the month, so I'm afraid you'll just have to be a bit more careful with your bodies in combat. We have always tried our best to make our bodies last. That's just you. Other than the emergency a few days ago, you really haven't changed to a different body in all these years. I can only hope that Kralik can be as gentle on her body as you. Kralik takes practically no ineffectual actions in combat, so she isn't doing any unnecessary damage to her body. But that's not what the combat report reflects. From what I can tell, the one who's been taking the lightest damage is actually Colfine. Even if a complete replacement isn't necessary, as long as you take any damage, you'll require repairs and maintenance. Parts and Mailing's time are also very valuable. Kralik just sent a message asking for further directives for her and Nemesis. Go on guard duty once they're done helping Mei-Ling with stock taking. Also, tell Colfine to bring Helena to the ops room after Helena calms down. Understood. Contact Brief and report our progress on the assignment. Make up some excuse to get the client to give us a call. Oh, and Groza? Commander? About the problem with Colfine, do you need me to... Incoming call from the client. That's rather sudden. Groza does not react to what I say, as if she has not heard me. I hesitate for a moment. In the end, I smooth out my clothing, put on my business face, and walk up to the projection screen. Order number TAS 3115. Warmest greetings from your faithful Brief, Bounty Hunter. Faithful? Indeed. Not sure about that. It's way past the deadline, and the cargo still hasn't been delivered. You call that faithful, bounty hunter? Please accept my deepest apologies. This mission is currently underway, though we've gone slightly off course due to some unforeseen circumstances. Unforeseen circumstances? That is correct. We encountered the Variegers, but luckily, no harm has come to the cargo. You're actually using the Variegers as an excuse? It isn't an excuse, sir. If you could just give us a few more days as a grace period, I can guarantee that the cargo will be delivered to you in perfect shape. To the side behind me, the sliding door opens and Colfine comes into the ops room with Helena. Client's face is displayed on the screen. She drags Helena quietly into the corner of the room. Shh. Stay quiet and don't let the comms camera see you, okay? Dude, she is super sus. Game. Sure. It's a game. I need to confirm that the cargo is in perfect shape, immediately. Unfortunately, sir, we've only just managed to retake the cargo from the Variegers. We are currently in the process of removing collapse radiation from its surface. I'm sure you'd agree that this is it's best to prevent collapse radiation from endangering the rest of the cargo's journey? The comms interface disappears from the screen temporarily. He does not trust us at all. Maintaining the same posture, I point discreetly at the door through which Helena has just entered. Catching my meaning, Groza slips quietly towards Helena. How far away are you from ZJKK32E U8PB4Q? At our current speed, it may take us around 12 days to get there. I wouldn't call that slightly off course. Sir, anything can happen in contamination zones. If you would like to receive the cargo sooner, perhaps you could choose a location closer to Purification Zone W20690781. SIIU W1W YV9822. You have 5 days. As you wish. Dude is grilling us. Don't know. Are you sure? Did you get a good look at his face from where you were standing? Never seen before. Who? If it's someone you don't know, then it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter? Oh, pretty. Helena shakes her head and suddenly catches sight of the sunset outside the window. Colfine and Groza do not stop Helena as she darts towards the full-height window. Red. Red. Pretty. Groza, bring the vector engines online. Commander, everything about this mission smells super fishy, especially the client. Yes, very fishy indeed. Poludnitsa mentioned that the Variegers used to receive calls from outside the URNC, and these coordinates just so happen to belong to an area undergoing purification in Odessa, in the Neo-Soviet region, which is just outside of the URNC's sphere of influence. The fact that they've chosen this location means they prepared it beforehand. It's most probably a trap. Are you going to carry on with this assignment, Commander? Groza, set a course for SYUW1WYV988 or 9822. Patch into long-distance comms and hail sensor ping 21 in encrypted partition 9. Establishing comms channel. Cryptic comms code inputted. Who are you calling, Commander? An old friend that I haven't talked to in a while. An old friend of the commander's. What? What did they have to do with the assignment? She may be operating within Odessa. I sure hope this assignment has nothing to do with her. Connection failed. The person you're calling cannot take the call. What? Groza? Send a message instead. What's the message? Just say, it's me. Understood. Keep an eye on the comms. Sure. Pretty. Commander! Want to go look! Uttering obsessed with the sunset outside the window, Helena runs over and points towards the sliding door. You mustn't head out on your own, Helena. In that case, why don't you head up to the roof with Helena, Commander? Commander! Together! I'm waiting for the reply. We can notify you anytime if there's a problem. Isn't that right, Leader Groza? Leave it to me, Commander. That's right. Don't you worry, Commander. With me and Leader Groza here, what could go wrong? You've been working so hard for so long, you should take some time to relax, Commander. Alright. Woohoo! Go! Helen and I walk towards the exit together. Just before the door closes, I can hear Colfiend mutter softly. So, it made me very happy to hear the commander's plan. Dude, I do not trust her at all. Holy, what is going on? Pretty, Commander! Garbed in a protective suit, I follow Helena onto the roof of the vehicle. Collapse radiation seems to have no effect on you, but elids can appear in the area anytime, and they may be capable of long-range attacks. Make sure you stay safe, Helena. Commander, lovely person. Who taught you that? Colfiend. Colfiend taught me lots. You don't have to remember everything she teaches you. Why? Why? Whatever you want to know, I'll teach you. Helena looks at me with her brow furrowed. Then she redirects her gaze to the direction of the Great Wall Railway. Oh, red thing. Pretty. What? That's a sunset. Sunset. Black, long, lock. Can't see. Nasty. You mean the Great Wall Railway? 2! I follow her gaze and look into the distance. Against the waning sunlight, the Great Wall Railway is like a great black steel beast snaking across the yellow plains. Further away on the horizon, one can just about make out the fixed quarantine wall. The wall and the tall spires beyond the wall glisten red in the light of the sunset. That's a fixed quarantine wall. Huh? Long, very, very tall. Sunset. Can't see. Nasty. No, your view isn't the only thing they're blocking. The Great Wall Railway, the fixed quarantine walls, contamination zones and safety zones, surviving and living. These walls are keeping 3 kinds of people apart. 3 kinds. Those who have reached safety, those who are given permission to reach safety, and those who don't have the right to reach safety. People kept outside of the wall do whatever they can to get inside, while people within the walls do everything they can to keep them out. The railway, the walls, they're all nothing but products of humanity's selfishness. Commander, want in? Me? Helena points at the Great Wall Railway, then at the Elmo beneath her feet. Commander, outside walls. I look towards the Great Wall Railway, then at the fixed quarantine wall further away. After a long silence, Helena gives up trying to get an answer out of me. Instead, she focuses on watching the sunset that is partially blocked by their Great Wall Railway and the quarantine wall. Must destroy. Fixed Great Wall. It's the Great Wall Railway and the fixed quarantine wall. Their existence does not create a lot of problems, but they cannot be destroyed. Many words. Difficult. Need sleep. Back. I'll have to wait a little longer. Wait? What? Groza and Kolfin need some time. I hope they can resolve their differences. So I wonder what that was all about, because it seems like the commander was kind of caught off guard by her question. That's very interesting. She struck a chord there, I think. In the ops room, Groza and Kolfin concentrate on their own work in silence. Kolfin glances at the busy Groza from time to time. Leader, how do you operate this scanner? Can you teach me? Groza walks over and takes the scanner's controls from Kolfin. She demonstrates how to use it. Leader doesn't say anything. I can't figure it out. I will send you the operation manual later. But I want you to explain it. Kolfin? I'm here. Back at Port Vest. I was wrong. I shouldn't have abandoned a comrade. And since money is so tight, and with bodies being so expensive, of course, we should avoid losing them. There's something else. Oh? Something else? Is there also an issue with the ledgers? Kolfin? I'm listening. As the commander's combat squad, we need to take everything into consideration, both the present and the future. Although the NBV is equipped with a neural backup storage terminal that has sufficient space for all of us, it is still, after all, only a small-scale private terminal. If we replace a body, regardless of the purchase cost of the new body, data loss is inevitable every time we re-download our neural cloud from the terminal. The commander thinks of us as family. You wouldn't want to lose the memories you share with family, would you? Here. To use this device, you first set the target to be scanned, then execute the analysis program, and finally, export the scan result. Rosa stops what she's doing and returns the scanner's controls back to Kolfin. Kolfin stares at Groza in a daze. Family. Even I... Ultimately, if you did choose to leave for good at Port Vest, I would have asked the commander to preserve your neural backup on the MBV. A sudden ping jolts Kolfin out of a daze. Following our course, we've already arrived at Great Wall Railway. We'll need to go through an inspection soon. So they're kind of like getting along a little bit. It seems like Groza's starting to open up a little bit more to her, but at the same time, I really don't think that she trusts Kolfin at all, right? Inform the commander. Alright, leader. I'm with Groza on this one, though. I really don't think she can be trusted. She's a little too shady. All combat units, cancel the alert. That's it? I thought the garrison would have asked us to run some errands as well. But they let us through just like that? Just like that? I coughed up what amounted to 3 months of our operational cost. Plus a bottle from my collection, Commander. Booze and cash are very useful combo in this kind of situation. That guy had the nerve to grumble about my taste in liquor. That was the best bottle of rice wine, Commander. I couldn't even bring myself to open it. Next time we go shopping for supplies, I'll buy you another bottle with my own collapse pieces. Plus whatever I already owe you. Really? I'll serve as your witness. Thanks, Kolfin. I did buy you that bottle mailing. But you also took it away. Sorry. It's just a new contract, Commander. I'll remember my promise. Sure, we greased their palms with cash and booze, but they didn't even conduct the most basic vehicle inspection and let us into the elevator just like that. That's so irresponsible. It's the Union of Rosarus Nation Coalition, after all. It's a union. They sent folks over to aid the purification work, but that also marginalizes the military originally stationed here, making their position rather delicate. Traversing the sudden formation of ocean currents, converging and separating. You're the naive one. So what if we bribe them? Shouldn't they still have at least done a perfunctory inspection? Perfunctory? I don't know how to pronounce anything. Perfunctory inspection. You have a point. Inside the window, the line of purification vehicles stretches endlessly into the distance. Perhaps. There's a lot of reading in this game. Holy crap, dude. The control systems of the MBV and the control authorizations of the dolls are under attack. There's high-frequency interferences on the signal band. Transmission truncation and access transfer detected. The attacker? Unknown. Connect to level 2 and stop the attack. Mailing? Give them support. Okay. Yet again, under attack. Holy crap, dude. When is this ever gonna end? Mailing has successfully activated the vehicle's firewall attack program, which should slow the enemy's hacking attempts for a while. Additionally, the blockade order is now in effect, and we can begin combat at any time. Commander, please give the order. Temporary freeze cancelled. System rebooted. Authorizations recognized. Full vehicle self-diagnostic will begin in 2 minutes. Backtrace the hacking attempt. Signal confirmed. Backtracking. Or backtracing. What kind of moron would be so eager to get their ass handed to us? Kralik seems to be really good at electronic warfare. What kind of warfare am I not good at? Dense trees. Collapsed. Toppled. I'll show you. You'll run out of bullets, and then I'll chop you into parts with my sword. Commander, backtrace failed. When the hacker accessed the hardpoint, they covered their tracks by generating millions of decoy signals. With the MBV's current processing capacity, we simply cannot analyze such a vast amount of data. This method. Are they targeting Pinky again? Stop giving me that dirty look. I mean Helena. Or maybe they're after Kralik, who is apparently an expert in all types of warfare. Dude, she's so snarky. Groza gives up at tracing the signal and turns to look at me. The hack occurred the moment we entered the purification zone. Should we change course, Commander? I'd love to say yes. I thought they would have at least waited until we reached the designated coordinates before they made their move. But damn, they're so impatient. Unfortunately, if we do change course, we'll have to re-enter the purification zone again. With our current transponder ID, it won't be difficult for them to trace our location again. So they're essentially onto us no matter what, right? They got us pinned. You have an incoming call, Commander. At a time like this, who's the caller? Unknown. Maybe it's the person that we sent the message to that we said it's me. Pick it up and trace the call. I stand before the projection screen. Everyone falls silent and stares at the screen with bated breath. The call connects, but the comms window on the screen shows nothing but 2 words. Audio only. Actually, this says audio channel. Hello. That's a female's voice, I can hear it. All that can be heard through the line is faint breathing. I'm sure you have a very compelling reason to call me at a moment like this. Please explain your situation, and your dependable brief bounty hunter will strive to provide you with high quality and efficient services. As the silence drags on, I find myself slowly growing tense. Hello? If you have no new information, then may I... It's me. After a brief moment of confusion, I suddenly remember the message I sent earlier. See, I remembered. I remembered. You got my message? The woman falls silent once again. Silence engulfs the comms channel for a very long time. They ended their communications, I guess, on a sour note. There's definitely some history there. Oh, you need to apologize for whatever the hell you did, Commander. Yeah. Her answer comes so abruptly, it catches me by surprise. I keep waiting, but she does not seem to want to elaborate. I've run into some trouble here. I don't know if I should drag you into this. But if on the off chance that you're interested, would you let me fill you in? She takes a moment to compose herself. Maybe she's held hostage? I can't stay on the call for long. Oh. I want you to proceed to the coordinates and create the illusion that you've completed your assignment. Wait, you're also involved in this contract? She's in trouble. Her breathing sounds erratic for a brief moment, but it soon evens out. The call is not secure. We need to talk about this contract face to face. Head to the railway station in Satellite City, ODE-01, near Odessa. Someone will meet up with you there. What time? At your convenience. Right. I've altered your transponder ID in the system. I'm sending you the latest environmental data on the area along with this new transponder ID. Thank you. Then, I look forward to seeing you again. Commander. That is eerie, dude. I've got tingles. Signal backtrace failed, Commander. Oh, failed. Huh. Self-diagnostic completed. All systems normal. Commander? Commander? Who was that on the call? That woman seems to know a lot about our situation. That woman. Environmental data and transponder ID received. Colfine? That woman is the commander's former associate. Ah, yes. My former associate. And a very old friend. So what's the difference with your old friend? She asks us to deliver Pinky to wherever, and we just do as she says? Huh. Is she gonna pay us? Can she be trusted? We must do everything this old friend tells us to do. She has my absolute trust. Wow, the commander doesn't say any of that. Doesn't say that about just anyone. And the leader knows her too. I also want to know who she is. You will. Groza, input the environmental data and plot a new course with the analysis. SII-UW-1W, YV-9822. Go around the pre-purification zone nearby. We need to get there in 3 days. That was a very interesting scene, I'll say that much. It's got me very curious. Vengeance. Long time no see. Long time no see. What a coincidence. I thought it would take a little work to get through this pre-purification zone, where the tracks are being laid. I certainly didn't expect to run into you here. Almost 10 years, isn't it? It's really been quite a while. Yes, it has been 10 years. How have you been? It's Captain Usuri now, isn't it? I catch sight of the insignia on his coat, epaulet. Stop poking fun at me. This captain isn't going any further up. Well, at least they assigned you to an outpost. That's slightly better than guarding the Great Wall Railway. We're still defending the URNC border. We're using equipment from several centuries ago. Not much difference there. Several centuries ago. Surely that's too much of an exaggeration. Usuri glances at Groza, who is standing behind me. That doll next to you. We don't even have 10 of those kind of specs. With those kind of specs, sorry. You mean Groza here? If I remember correctly, you don't tend to use T-dolls converted from civilian dolls, do you? We could certainly use more Grozas. Something with ongoing mechanical maintenance and firmware upgrade support. Our equipment is becoming obsolete. It stops getting updates, but the purification zone continues to expand into heavily contaminated areas. There's recently been an increasing number of cases of Elids and Variagers trying to breach the gates. Our garrison work is becoming more and more difficult. See? We've got a situation. Right on cue. What's going on? The 21st Railway Defense Forces stationed at Railway Segment 32 have spotted Variagers trying to enter the purification zone. In exchange for giving us passage? Need some help, Usuri? That would certainly be appreciated. It would save us ammo and equipment. It's just Variagers. Is it really that bad? We're fighting more and more often. What? We still only get a fixed amount of ammo and supplies. At this rate, I don't know if we can even last till the end of the year. All I can do is minimize the numbers of battles we get into. Things aren't that grim. Just 2 weeks ago, the drone that I bought using years of hard-earned savings got busted all at the same time. But here I am, still running around in contamination zones, working on my assignment and helping you sort out the Variagers, no? In that case, if you'd please, Vengeance. Don't worry, Groza, prepare for battle. Understood. Commander, you seem to know many people. Is this what they call having connections? It's not just about knowing people, right? Oh, Krolik, think about it. All those soldiers being so polite all along the way. Maybe Commander is actually some big shot? Are you serious? Which hardcore dragger would eat hardtack every day? Commander, you heard that, didn't you? But don't get me wrong, it's not what I said. Hardtack isn't that bad. Krolik, Kolfin, focus on the fight. Scattered souls, intertwined. The 21st Railway Defense Forces confirm that the Variagers have been neutralized. Thank you. I'll be on my way then. Best of luck. I hope I'll see you again. Likewise. The garrison troops ahead start moving and create an opening in the line of defense. The Elmo starts up. We drive towards the opening that leads into the soon-to-be purification zone. The garrison here is nothing like the ones we've come across before. To be precise, this is generally known as an outpost garrison. They're not part of the Great Wall Railway garrison. Don't they both man the walls and guard the railway? The outpost garrison is mainly responsible for the initial cleanup and track laying in the pre-purification zone, as well as responding to high-threat combat units that will endanger the Great Wall Railway after it is in place. That's right. They're basically an elite force. An elite force? Them? No matter what, we were given passage without having to log our transponder ID. When I saw that they've already started laying the tracks, I thought we would be forced to log our transponder ID, even if I threw in our entire budget for next year. But didn't, your friend alter our transponder ID? Better safe than sorry. The pre-purification zone looks no different from the contamination zones outside. It will only start looking like a purification zone after they finish bringing in the purification vehicles. At our current speed, we will reach the target destination in 28 hours, 21 minutes. Override the safety speed limit. Keep the vector engines running at full speed. Engine safety speed limit overridden. Increasing speed to 210 kilometers an hour. Journey duration has been shortened to 19 hours, 43 minutes. Are we in such a big hurry, Commander? I noticed that the vector engines are getting quite worn out during the repairs several days ago. They may break down again or soon if they're kept running at full speed for a long time. Now that we've changed the meeting place, our client will also have to start laying his traps from scratch. The previous hack was probably an attempt to slow us down. Knowing that we're probably walking into a trap, the sooner we get there, the less danger we will have to deal with. We have time to spare, but still. Mailing, once we've completed this assignment, we'll make camp at a settlement in the yellow zone for a few weeks so we can fix up everything and get some rest. Thank you, Commander! I'll also note this new term added to the contract between the Commander and Mailing. Is my credibility really so low? I, for one, have never doubted the Commander. To the side, the silent nemesis suddenly speaks up, gazing into the void, coming from the twisting vortex. Danger! Commander! Multiple units detected ahead of the MBV. To the left. They're moving towards us. Unlock the vehicle monitor. Have they caught up? Due to the interference from the purification vehicle, we can't get any visuals. All combat units, prepare for battle. Maintain speed, Mailing. Rosa, we don't know who we're dealing with. Be careful. Understood. Again, man, it's just battle after battle. No matter what we do, we just can't shake whoever the hell is on us. Very important cargo, is all I'm saying. Helena is a valuable asset. Alright? I've been wondering, why are the Varjagers involved with these thugs, let alone the Elids? The better everyone gets along, the better everyone can live together. Ha! What nonsense are you spouting? Even these small fry become more difficult to deal with if they give it their all. Shouldn't we also put in extra effort to ease the Commander's burdens? Ha! Who even understands what you're yapping about? Go talk to the leader. Leader, listen to me? Why wouldn't she? Find her after the mission. Stop pestering me while we're on one. Understood. Let's get down to some serious fighting. Monitor deactivated. Vector engines running at an optimal level. Current speed holding at 203 kilometers an hour. We will reach our target destination in approximately 18 hours, 29 minutes. And here I thought we were done for. Turns out, it was just a few Elids. No, thank goodness it was just Elids. But Elids? In a purification zone? This is a pre-purification zone. They aren't done cleaning up the place yet. It's not unusual for a few to have slipped through. We don't know what the client's strength or armament, we don't know the client's strength or armament. Speeding up our journey may not give us much of an advantage. An ambush can occur at any minute. It's just a matter of time, Commander. That's true. I have an idea. What? What they want is currently in our possession. No matter what, they will not let us go. So, what if the Commander heads to the railway station at ODE-01 with Helena and Mailing, while the rest of us continue on our way to the meeting? This way, what they're after will be out of reach with the Commander, and we just have to make sure we survive. I don't think they'll let you live once they realize the deception. Wow, Commander, are you worried about me? Colfine, please don't talk like that. Your wish is my command. Colfine, we are discussing strategies. Yes, leader. I need to stay. The vector engines can malfunction at any time. That's fine. Little Mei-Ling will be absolutely safe with us, as long as the commander keeps our neural backup safe. I second Colfine's suggestion. I'll take charge of Mei-Ling's safety. It's much easier to protect one person than 3 people. I don't need protection. Save it for Mei-Ling and Helena, who appears to be a fully immune individual. The alleged fully immune individual will only be secure if you and Helena are away, Commander. If Helena and I go off on our way, who's going to pose as the commander to negotiate with them? Colfine? Kralik? Surely not Nemesis. Will we also have Kralik be the interpreter? Commanders get a little disrespectful is all I'm saying, man. I can do it. Mei-Ling, the collapse radiation level in the purification zone may have been reduced, but the area still isn't entirely clean. I know, but I also want to make myself useful. You've made yourself plenty useful by maintaining the MBV and the doll frames, Mei-Ling. I just want... This suggestion actually makes more sense, Commander. I can slip away with Helena, but Mei-Ling, you must promise me one thing. Yes? There's one last force shield in our storeroom. Bring it with you to the negotiation. Huh? Don't forget, I still owe you your booze and holidays. Groza, Nemesis, Kralik, Colfine, do whatever it takes to keep Mei-Ling safe. Yes, Commander. That goes without saying. Then, I'll go see if Helena is awake. And I'll check on the Jeep. We're moving in 30 minutes. Check in regularly. Alright, well I guess we're going our separate ways. Split up is usually not the greatest idea, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if it actually works. What is going on? Oh, okay, so we're actually seeing the client here. Bad guy's introduction? What the hell is that? How much longer? The agreed meeting time is still 27 hours away, sir. Have you located them? The sample's signal interference disappeared 153 hours, 9 minutes, 57 seconds ago. Our trackers have lost track of the bounty hunter's team after they hacked into their vehicle's systems briefly near Purification Zone W20690782. Huh. See how you've ruined my plan? I believe the bounty hunter's team has switched to an alternate route. Though the transponder ID has not been logged in at the neighboring purification zone. Sir, it may be necessary to investigate the pre-purification zone to estimate their time of arrival. Investigate? It's just a bounty hunter with a handful of second-gen dolls. I will know the moment they set foot into this area. The client snickers coldly and puts the operation report on the desk shelf. He stands up and walks up to the monitor. The hall has been tidied, but there is still some remaining clutter on the floor, creating obstacles that block the client's path as he makes his way across the space. He kicks the object aside offhandedly. They're pretty wily to have slipped through my fingers multiple times. I'll give them that. The liars being set up in the perimeter will convey my greatest respect to this bounty hunter. Sir, considering the importance of the sample as part of the plan, you might want to consider the feasibility of recovering it. Neither you nor we would like to find out the consequences of failing to recover the sample. Are you questioning my judgment? It will question your judgment. It will only question your worthless products of the horoscope program. Don't you dare lump me in with the rest of you. You seem to have some misunderstanding about the plan, sir. Are you threatening me? It's all because of your incompetence that I must take such big risks coming to a filthy place like the Purification Zone. What gives a mass-produced piece of junk like you the right to question me? The doll in black does not react to the client's reprimand. I look forward to seeing what you can do, sir. She bows her head slightly at the client and turns to leave the hall. Stop right there! According to the internal management structure and the sample recovery mission parameters, you do not have sufficient authority to control my actions. I wish you good luck with your plans, sir. The client grabs the operation report on the desk shelf and hurls it at the doll's feet. The doll's pace does not falter as she exits the hall, leaving the fuming client behind. Meanwhile, the client's comm beeps, and a red dot is shown moving at high speed on the monitor. You better come back with good news. Sir, the visual comparison of the hacked unit has been completed. Target sighting confirmed. Peripheral deployment is 60% ready, and the initial strike on this target can be carried out. Wonderful. Client glances at the monitor. He raises his chin contemptuously and points at the fast-moving red dot on the monitor. Let's receive this bounty hunter with the utmost fanfare. Yes, sir. So they're on to us, evidently. Looks like our transponder ID cannot fool them. Great! It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Dude, this is not looking good for us. But very, very nice to see the villain's perspective, right? We appreciate that. Land of silence, thorns piercing through the earth. Leader, Nemesis says there's an ambush. Roger that. All units, prepare to engage. Wow, it's exactly as the captain predicted, but we haven't even arrived yet. Can't the one who commissioned us to put on an act a little longer? Just another brainless human. The green zone is full of them. In the clouds, a faint light glimmers. Who are you comparing him to? All nearby enemy units eliminated. Our combat units are all operating at an optimal level. Mailing, status report on the MBV. The exterior hull is holding at 85%, and the vector engines are fully functional. The enemies have fired rockets with Lars, but the artillery strike failed to hit the MBV due to a miscalculation on the terrain. Wow, they really aren't holding back, are they? Also, we've spotted what appears to be Sangvis Ferry combat units. SF tech is everywhere. What's so odd about seeing it here? The SF units are all sporting Griffin's insignia. Comm system suddenly chirps. Matching comms code. It's the client. Put it through. Mailing, from now on, you are the commander. Right. Exit your mobile base vehicle. I want you to place the box at the designated location personally, bounty hunter. Client hangs up right away. What? Is he asking me to go outside? Commander? Sounds like it. Mailing, if you don't want to enter the non-contamination zone and talk to him, this is your last chance to back out. I can do this, Commander. Nemesis, find a sniping position. I'm counting on you. Commander. 10 minutes later, Groza and Co. are all prepared to disembark from the Elmo. Under Koza, Kolfine, and Krollik's protection, Mailing enters the hall where the client is. She listens carefully to my instructions coming through the comms channel. She chews her lip nervously and sounds incredibly tense. Commander, what do I do out there? Don't cry, don't get nervous, and don't call me Commander either. Stay on the comms. Just have to repeat what I say. Okay. I can do that. Commander, keep a safe distance away from the client. Right. Groza's deliberate reminder only makes Mei Ling even more unnerved. They stop in front of the client across the hall. Following my instructions, Mei Ling holds back her tears and relays my words stiffly. Order number task 3115. Greetings from the bounty hunter registered with brief. Esteemed client, thank you very much for the warm welcome you extended with the Lars. That was just to test your abilities, bounty hunter. You deem me too incompetent. Would you have taken the cargo and fed us to the Elids? You're way too nervous, Commander. You're way too nervous. Too nervous. Mei Ling immediately realizes her mistake. She wraps up the sentence unnaturally and stares anxiously at the client, observing his facial expression. He seems utterly oblivious to Mei Ling's strange behavior. Me? Nervous? Huh. Of course I'd be nervous, letting you imbeciles handle the cargo. Client looks Mei Ling and the others up and down. So where is it? Hand it over, and I'll count the delivery completed. Your remaining pay will be transferred to you in 3 days. I must question your claim to the client of order number task 3115. What did you say? If you really are the client for order number task 3115, then please tell me the contents of the box. I have reason to believe that the box contains illicit goods. I didn't know bounty hunters would question the identity of their clients. EXILIUM, President of Brief, is my old friend. One call from me, and a bounty hunter like you will be out of business. He doesn't seem to know the answer. How do you know it's not an act? Keep questioning him. Okay. We found a fully immune individual inside the box. You actually tasked us with trafficking a fully immune individual? What are you talking about? Just leave the cargo. You can scram. I can't hand it over to you. That's not good. Dude, she's gonna get in a big battle. あの峡谷で消えてもらうはずでした。ここまでたどり着いたからには契約通り報酬を支払うつもりでいましたが、品物をお渡しいただけないとなれば、ここで死んでもらいます。Holy shit, dude. Whoa! Stop point blank. Oh, right, the friggin' barrier, dude. I forgot about that. That's why the commander told her to take it with her. I forgot about the force shield. Oh, dude, it is about to go down. That was friggin' sick. I forgot all about it.
これだけの数を30秒で倒せたらとんでもないわね。キャロリン、指揮官を機動基地へと連れ帰るわ。了解。ネメシス、援護を。
That's right, Mailing. You did your job. You did your part. Let's get you out of here. Keep her safe. It is time to take down all of our enemies. Dude, these cutscenes look so damn good, too. They did a great job with the CG. Uh-oh. Boom! Sniped. Nemesis. Dude, she is just like deadly accurate. Alright, I didn't know if we were just fleeing or not, but it seems like it is time for us to take him into custody. We have got to get this guy and try to figure out what the hell is going on here, right? Clear out the enemy units, remove the interference, and prevent the client from escaping. Enemy leader detected. After eliminating them, the enemy will quickly crumble due to the lack of effective command. Commander, please give the order. Gotcha! The sarcasm from Colfiend.
イーズリーが誰なのか全然知らないな。コルベンが知ってるのは少しでも動く素振りを見せたらパーンって音とともにあなたの即答。
Man, we are seeing a different side of Colfiend.
戦闘終了か？
敵ユニットの相当完了。依頼人を捕獲したわ。
連れて行け。いろいろと聞きたいことがある。
Of course. Of course. There it is. Protected, right? And that is the reason why we were introduced to this bad person earlier. This girl, this doll, not to be trifled with. That kick, I'm surprised did not take Colfiend's head off. Sextons.
何があった、クローザー。
訂正。敵ユニット残り1。依頼人を失ったわ。各員、迎撃準備。
Alright, so we got a new threat to take care of. I hope your performance won't disappoint me. Colfiend, status report. I'm fine. I can continue fighting, leader. Good. Stay vigilant. Reinforcements? Are they T-dolls? Yes. Sending video transmission. I see it. The enemy doll looks much stronger than we are. If we want to take the client back? No. Wait for the right moment. Then retreat. If we retreat now, we won't gather any intel about this mission. This doll looks strange. She's probably tougher than you think. At the very least, we need more clues from her. I'll ensure the squad's safety. Fair enough. Continue the mission and make contact with that doll. Maintain visual sync. I'll give the order to retreat when the time is right. Roger. Commencing operation. Sextons is still agile and nimble even though she's carrying a man. Proza and company weave through the mechanical parts and rubble scattered all over, fending off Sextons seemingly off-handed attacks while also struggling to find an opening. After several failed attacks in a row, Nemesis suddenly speaks up. Eons. A blurry, yet solid gap. Familiar? What's familiar? Kralik evades another attacking unit that Sectons has deployed and questions Nemesis impatiently. Extending and separating, reconstructing the boundaries, creating opposites. Leader, Nemesis says she's seen this kind of attack before. Fire, ashes, accumulation of deserts. Or what? Speak clearly, Nemesis. Huh. Mull it over, Kralik. Could there have been another interpretation? This Sexton's does seem quite the tricky one. The commander's voice speaks through the comms again. Retreat. Abort the objective. Ensure mailing safety. Commander, all combat units have taken no more than 10% damage. We can keep fighting. I just got news that we are no match for this doll named Sextons. Wow. Was it your old friend that says your absolute trust, or that has your absolute trust again? Yes. Groza, retreat. Understood. All combat units, prepare to retreat. The dolls regroup. They stop trying to fight Sextons and fall back towards the exit. Sextons ceases her attack and watches as Groza's team retreats. The client, draped over Sexton's shoulder, slowly regains his consciousness. Upon realizing this, Sextons closes her eyes and puts him down on the floor, expressionlessly? Huh. The client pushes himself halfway up just in time to see Groza's team taking off. You actually let those imbeciles get away? Sextons ignores him. Indignant about the lack of response from Sextons, the client scrambles to his feet. His body sways unsteadily as he suffers from a bout of dizziness. Don't you know they still have the sample? The sample isn't here. She knows. Sexton gazes in the direction of Team Groza's retreat. Behind her, the client grimaces viciously as he tries to overcome his dizzy spell. The bounty hunter known as the Commander has already departed with the sample 20 hours, 18 minutes, 40 seconds ago and was never present in this area. Then why? Why aren't you going after them? I have already intercepted their transmission and learned the destination of the intercontinental railway train that the Commander has boarded with the sample. Where are they headed to? Sextons turns her head slowly to face the client. The difference in height forces Sextons to look up, but her face remains impassive. Odessa. At Sexton's reply, the client lets out a sigh and sneers insolently. Odessa? This Commander is a piece of top-tier bait for luring out a VIP that we have been trying to locate for some time. In return, it has agreed to disregard your previous failure in retrieving the sample. You are very fortunate, sir. Failure? I only ended up in this mess because you worthless lot have been slowing me down. The losses we have suffered as a result of your recklessness are still salvageable. You! The client's face contorts in anger, but Sextons pays him no mind as she heads towards the exit. Our forces in Odessa have already deployed, sir. I look forward to your performance. The client, now left on his own, glares at Sextons receding back and grinds his teeth. He marches quickly to catch up with her before she makes it through the door. So they're already ready and waiting for us, right? That's not good. That means that the Commander and Helena have to be very wary of what they're getting themselves into because we don't even have any backup right now, right? So that's not good. Is going to do it for Chapter 3, Lacuna Rectification. A lot of reading. Again, story is getting really good. So if you guys have stayed along this time and, watched the entirety of this, then I very much appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Wasn't really sure if I was going to continue this, like I said in the beginning of the video, just because I know that doesn't really seem to be like a whole lot of people interested in the story of Girls Frontline 2, and just more people are kind of like playing it on their own and everything, and that's fine. But I will continue to play through it. It's definitely going to be a little bit more of a lengthy playthrough. We still have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 remaining chapters currently as of uploading this one, so there's still a ton to go through. Again, if you guys are interested in it though, I would highly encourage you to please give the video a thumbs up, and then also consider subscribing to the channel for more Girls Frontline 2 EXILIUM content. That, however, is going to do it for me. I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace!